You mentioned that the STEM approach has failed for over and over again.
Yes.
So can you please elaborate on that?
Yes, thank you for asking that question. As you know, STEMS is an acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math fields. And the majority of people, somewhere from K through 12, get convinced by various social, ideological, psychological, economic, institutional, and philosophical factors. Somehow the message gets to most people that you're not supposed to be doing math. What do you know about engineering? You can't possibly be interested in physics. You're not the type. Your dad isn't a physicist. And so what we have in the United States, as well as many other countries, is a situation where only a small fraction of human populations feel entitled to this type of knowledge. It's considered specialized brain sciences. You're supposed to be smart to do those things. So it's been alienating people from being able to qualify educationally and professionally for STEMS-related fields and educational programs. Outer space development fields, for example, developing spaceships, creating space habitats, etc. Outer space studies fields related to the task of developing outer space have historically been taken on by STEMS field students and professionals. So what I'm suggesting is, well, first of all, the STEMS groups and the outer space studies groups, they keep putting out calls for, oh geez, how can we get more people from the general public interested in STEMS? How can we get more people from the general public interested in outer space development? So I'm suggesting a way by showing people how these fields are relevant from the human aspects, the human sciences, including politics. What's going to happen? How are human beings likely to behave once they're living in a colony? You've got people from 100 different nations. What are some of the concerns that we can foresee based upon past human reactions? For example, the United States is a very good model. What happened when the New World began? Well, there was the exercise of power. People were lumped into racial and ethnic groups, and this has caused problems that we're still all living with. And it's helped to trigger massive inequality, tensions, conflict, etc. So how do you avoid that in the future? We need to empower people gifted in those fields: psychology, social psychology, ideology, critical discourse analysis, people who can understand race and ethnic relation studies and can be our cynic to forecast likely problems so that experts can start thinking about that before. You see, critical analytical theorists, that's what my PhD was in. It was in international relations with the subcomponent of development colonization. Critical analytical theorists tend to wait until after problems have been embedded into societies. They tend to wait until after the institutions, the laws, the economic, the ideological, psychological, institutional factors are full-grown and full-blown. So with outer space, since it hasn't been developed yet, this is a unique opportunity for humankind, especially social and behavioral scientists, to get involved in the actual design of future societies. And for people who they don't have the background, the tutoring experience with the STEMS practices, but they have a lifetime of expertise in understanding, seeing, and experiencing what it means for people to be subjugated, oppressed, the conversations that they have within those communities, what types of issues need to be addressed that tend not to be addressed by elite groups, etc.